Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Out Books, and today I'm here with the end of the year book tag. I've seen a few friends do this. I was inspired specifically by Tori from Novel Life, so check out her video. I can link it down below. I basically just take her video ideas now when I don't know what to film. But I've seen many people do this, and it's the perfect tag for this time of year because we are close to the end of the year. We have a month and a half left until 2024, which is absolutely insane. But I have so many books sitting by me and so many reading plans that I'm getting overwhelmed. But that's okay because I am so excited for my reading. I do know I want to read a lot of Christmas romances though, so I don't know how much of these I'm actually going to read, but we'll go ahead and get to the prompts. So the first one, what books have you started but not finished? I have three right here that have been sitting on my bedside table and I'm very annoyed I haven't finished them yet. So the first one is Shelter in Place by Nora Roberts. This one I fell asleep reading and I didn't even put my bookmark back in. I'm about halfway through. I started this around Halloween. I was doing a readathon with my Patreon and this is one that I told them I would read, and then I just got so many arcs in October and November that I ran out of time and I did not end up finishing this, but I'm really enjoying it and I can't wait to get into its romantic suspense. I would love to get into more Nora, so that's why I was reading this one, but I have to sit down and read this because vlogs and new releases just like got in the way, but for sure gonna be finishing this one. I also am in the middle of Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I started a fantasy vlog, quickly stopped because I had so much else to read. It's really hard for me to do like fun themed vlogs because I have so many new releases that I'm trying to read or book clubs that I have to read for. So I got 100 pages into this and I'm really loving it. My sister started a couple days ago and she's already passed me. So I need to get back on this, but I have a vlog I'm finishing right now and I have some new release arcs. I think I have like 3 arcs sitting on my Kindle, so I will get to this. And then I did start Give Me Butterflies by Jillian Meadows. I am 58 pages in and it's super cute so far. They work at a museum together. She works with like the bugs and he works with space, and she's interviewing for a position that she really wants, and he's on the committee and he's very grumpy. She's very sunshine. It's very cute so far. This author I actually also have on my Kindle her new Christmas romance, so I want to get to that. So those are 3 books I'm in the middle of that I for sure need to get to. Autumnal book to transition into winter. It is pretty cold here already in Ohio, but I would love to read a fantasy. I'm in such a fantasy mood. I read Fourth Wing and Iron Flame and I love fantasy romance. I just never have the time to pick it up. I would love to read Carrie Maniscalco's new one. I have not heard too much about it, but I've heard some people really like it, and my friend had told me that it's very historical. So it's her adult debut and it just feels like a historical romance but with fantasy, so very excited. And I also am obsessed with this cover from Barnes & Noble, so don't know what it's about, but definitely one that I think will get me in like the spirit of the season. New releases I'm still waiting for, or new releases I can't wait to get to. This is the one that I didn't actually prepare for. So I have one, Caution to the Wind by Gianna Darling. Supposedly it's coming out soon. This is for sure #1, absolute tippity top of my TBR. I am going to read this. We also have a book by Rebecca Genchak. Let me look at the title. She has a new hockey romance coming out that I'm very excited for. So we have In Your Wildest Dreams, which is He Falls First. It has Who Did This to You, Found Family. She's his nurse. He's a hockey player. He picks her out of the crowd at a game. This one sounds so good and I'm very excited for this one. I also have Inheritance by Nora Roberts. I'm really excited for this one. Tori even texted me. She doesn't like romantic suspense. She read the synopsis for this one and she's like, that one actually sounds really good. And I'm like, I know. Could I tell you the synopsis right now? No, I forget it. But I do want to read this one. I've read the synopsis before and it sounds really good and I'm very excited. We also have a few Christmas romances that I really want to get to. So the first one is Wreck My Plans by Jillian Meadows. This one I am so excited for. This is the one that I have an arc of that I can't wait to get to, and it is a Christmas romance and I think it's going to be very sweet by this author. We also have Samantha Young's new one. Let me look up the title. This is another one that I have on my Kindle already. So it is Among the Heather, which is She's Everything He Can't Have. Then there's Forced Proximity and She's Everything He Doesn't Want. So it sounds so good. I'm very excited. There's probably a couple more Christmas romances that I'm excited for. Oh, Raiders of the Lost Heart. I'm so excited. I have an e-arc of this and I've had it for a while, but this one is an Indiana Jones inspired romance and I'm so excited for it. I love Indiana Jones. I love like The Mummy. I love very action adventure kind of things, and so I have high expectations for this one. I cannot wait. Lenora Bell also has a new one that's coming out and it is a Grease inspired romance, and I think he's like the Duke of Rydell, which is so funny. I had a live show with her with my Patreon and she was telling us about it and I am so excited. I love it when they use 80s movies as inspiration. I just read Stacey Reed's Overboard retelling and it was amazing, so I'm excited for Lenora's as well. We have new releases I haven't gotten to yet, but also 3 books I want to read. So some new releases from this year. I've got 4, okay, these are new releases from this year, okay? And we also have some of these all came out this year. Okay, I have a lot, and I'm not gonna read these all in the next month and a half. I can dream. Salt Kiss by Sarah Simone. Really want to read this. I know Christy from Christy Reads a Lot loved it. It's Tristan and Isolde retelling. I loved the ebook that came before this, the novella. It was really good, so we'll love to read this. It's MMF with a guy who owns a sex club, a girl whose dad betrothed her to that guy because he owns a bank, and she wants to be a nun, and their bodyguard. So, sounds so good. We have Dawn by S.J. Tilley, which is a mafia romance. I'm really in the mood for some dark romances. Really would love to read that. This one I actually started, so I'm definitely going to read this. It is an MC Second Chance Romance. It's Where We Started by Ashley Munoz. I got to see her in Vegas, and I bought this because I had seen this going around, and I put it on an anticipated reads list. So, for sure, I'm going to read this right now. I'm reading the ebook. I also would love to read Astrid Parker Doesn't Fall by Ashley Herring Blake. This one is a sapphic romance, and one of my friends has been raving about it. I think one of them does some of the design stuff, and one of them's the like carpenter, maybe? So, need to definitely read that. I have Nora Roberts' new one that I bought that I've heard really good things about. This one is another romantic suspense. Ooh, there's a con artist involved, and his ultimate goal is murder, and the FBI talks to her, and sounds really good. I'm excited. We also have Caught Up by Liz Tomford, which is a single dad nanny baseball player romance that I've seen rave reviews about. I've only seen people obsessed with this, so for sure, top of my TBR. Love Theoretically by Ellie Hazelwood. I would love to read her new release. Maybe I'll get to it on audio. I don't even know what else this is about. It's fake dating. I think the plot just sounds very similar to her other two, but I'm excited to read it. And then we also have Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher, which I know Tori just finished and she said she really liked it. And this one, is it a billionaire romance? It's Lakefront Billionaires. She's an interior designer. She needs help finding her creative spark. So I definitely want to read that. She hit the New York Times bestseller list, which is very exciting. And then Happy Place by Emily Henry is another one that's on like every list that I would like to get to. I don't know if I'll like it. I think that they broke up and then have to pretend like they're still together on vacation, and then they fall back in love. I do like second chance romances, so maybe I will like this. We shall see. A book that may shock you and become a favorite. Now listen, in November I have read 2 books that have become favorites of the year. I'm as shocked as you are, so who knows what's gonna happen. I'm hoping maybe one of these new releases is gonna be like an absolute favorite. Maybe some of the fantasy can blow me away. I also would love to finish the Magnolia Park series, so maybe. I mean, I'm obsessed with the first 2 that I read. I think Magnolia Park's 1, did I read that last year? Oh my gosh. I have been putting the rest of the series off so much because of the angst I know is going to destroy me, but I would love to finish the Magnolia Park series. These might be favorites. And I think that Jessa Hastings has a new book coming out. Never? It's a Peter Pan retelling, so I don't remember what it's called, but that could be a favorite too. You never know. And then do I also want to finish the Chloe Walsh series? I don't know. I'm kind of waiting for the trad published versions of those to come out so that it can be floppy and I don't have to read like the giant tiny print book. So I don't know when I'm going to get to those, but who knows what can end up being a favorite. Anything at this point. I'll be shocked. And then the last question is, have you already started making plans for 2024? Yes, I do have some 2024 arcs on my Kindle that I'm very excited for. I do though have a read along I'm doing with some friends. I'm rereading both of these actually. This one I'm reading in December. It's House of Earth and Blood, and then House of Sky and Breath I am reading in January, and then we are reading the 3rd book coming out in January. We're doing a live show for that in February, so check out my Instagram for more information about that, but I'm for sure doing this in 2024. I also have Kennedy Ryan's new book was on NetGalley to grab for like read now, so you didn't have to apply for it. So I have that and I'm so excited for that. It's gonna be so good. I also have Tara DeWitt's new one, which is also on NetGalley to grab for free for only 24 hours. And that one I'm very excited for. Savor It. I don't know what it's about, but like favorite authors of all time are coming out with some new books next year, so I'm so excited for that. We also have Ashes of You by Catherine Cowles, which is book 5. It's the last book in the Lost and Found series, and it's going to be so good. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. It's Lawson's book. I'm so excited to read this as well. And yeah, I don't have any other reading plans. I don't plan that far ahead in my reading because it'll stress me out, and I already have so much to read already, like in the moment, that I'm like, I can't decide what to read in 2 months. I gotta decide what I want to read now. So other than that, no, I would love to read more fantasy romance, and I'm kind of feeling like the dark mafia mood. So we'll see if I read more dark romances, but those are all the plans I have for the end of the year. Let me know what I should like make a #1 priority to read. Please help me. I would love to hear, and let me know what is at the top of your TBR for the rest of the year. That's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.